Okay, peace be upon you. Nothing to see here. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? So, due to something private, personal, not personal life, yes, I have one, kind of. I am human. I go through trials as well. You may still send emails, and as best as possible, without addressing any possible spiritual guidance, or being able to provide it rather temporarily, depending on the topics. But there's always that email for you to express yourself, feel you have a space where you can just, put it out there and with no judgment, or if it helps you in any way. And you have my emotional support and always keeping you in my prayers as a collective. I'm going to look at your higher versus lower with the mind. Spirit, evil inclination, therefore, and highest aspirations in the heart. Beloved, so I leave you with that, and yeah, I need a moment. And thank you for your understanding and your support. Patrons can always access me no matter what. And once again, I humbly thank all of you for supporting our purpose, our task, our mission here, which is to help people return to themselves, to God within. Lower realms. Okay, once again. Upper, Eight of Wands, Vehuel. The great and exalted God, conscience level, revealed, rational. Not always necessarily pass through the heart. We're going to look at the heart as well. Justice in reverse, yes. I saw it last evening as well. Some push for, I'm guilty of that as well. I may have inadvertently, sometimes with the best of intentions, we may overstep certain boundaries or be called to, sometimes if you feel there's a higher purpose or it's to someone else's benefit, kind of be in a position where we have to kind of hurt them, I guess. I mean, do something that we know is going to hurt them, but that's it's a different matter altogether. But how about those who cannot fucking read the air, for example, and overstep someone else's boundaries out of their own need or pursuit of whatever they need or their own personal interest or nature, or so you are supposed to be unapologetically yourself. But again, at what cost, right? And death is the final card. For some reason, a clarification is required, and we got a major arcana to clarify. A major arcana, both reversed. Okay, we're in trouble. Road to hell, paved with, yeah. Self-righteousness is a bitch, always presents it herself. Especially for those who have a heart genuinely intent on helping. Again, at what cost? Sometimes it defeats the purpose. Queen of Cups, because someone misses the purpose and focuses only what they determine to be for the highest good. Okay, the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And the middle pillar says King of Pentacles. So we have 8 cards on the table. 3 of Wands. Procures the love of a woman, tells of things past, present, and future. Builds love between friends and enemies. You know, always trust your intuition because the opportunity shall come. High Priestess, yes. Yes. Keep your enemies closer, they say. Right? Especially the enemy within. Let's read this card. In the upper realms, immediate past, left-hand path, 49, the great and exalted God. Grandeur makes one passionate towards God. So you can just get away with anything, right? Again, we're all guilty of it, especially those in service. But don't worry, something it's got to give to kind of remind you of transgressing. Or the invocable God, in God's name, yeah. We get away with lots of stuff, right? Justice makes truth known in court and causes innocence to prevail. In reverse, apparently a situation will reveal someone's character, and it's the opposite of what they may propose to be, whether they themselves know it or not. The point is revealing it to you, not to them. So if you recognize that aspect within them, you can, work on it within yourself. Doing, people pleasing, doing things for all the right reasons, right? With complete disregard of how that may impact someone else and so on. Because you're doing it for the highest good. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. The death is, something is still to be addressed here. There's an evil inclination that is still to be revealed, addressed, fought with, an inner demon, a battle. Okay, Libra, upcoming energy, the right-hand path, masculine force, in the upper realms, conscience revealed, higher mind. Nemamaya, 57, the lovely God. Discernment, general prosperity, and the deliverance of prisoners. If you had a hunch or a doubt about something, where you're going to be freed from it. And that's usually painful. It has to be to some extent. Queen of Cups. Teaches all sciences, performs wonderful poetry, follows all requests with excellence. 37. Ah, yes. The one who always helps, always has all the answers. Yeah. King of Pentacles. Turns any metal into gold. Oh, we just had a post about that. Lead into gold, yeah. Gives one high offices and titles, answers questions about past, present, and future. 28. And yeah, we're not saying the names. The Three of Wands, 47. 11-2. Procures the love of a woman, tells of things past, present, and future. I feel we already read it. Yeah, we read it. Builds love between friends and enemies. Last but not least, the Ace of Swords, the painful truth. Inflames men with women's love and women with men's love. Causes them to show themselves naked if desired. 12. Free, it's kind of a party, isn't it? Ah, yes it is. There's some meddling or interference. Let's look at the heart and see intentions and why. Okay, we got a card, just fell on its own, Three of Pentacles. Just simply because. Simply because. Simply there's a force working for another person trying to prevent something. Or rather, in this case, something, a union of some sort. partnership, an agreement, a resolution, from actually coming to pass for whatever purpose. There's a meddling here. So something is being abruptly or sharply cut due to the interference of a third interest or party or so input, or so someone that may propose something in reality, whether they realize it or not, may actually contribute to stopping something before it's even on its tracks to lead into anything. 10 of Wands, yeah, someone who proposes to either assist, help, lift your burdens, etc. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, I'm just, yeah, I get it. I'm not being biased here. I know what I read. It's just hitting me in a very personal sense here. I get it. Hey, sometimes it happens that it's, as you go through it, you keep trying to, okay, disregard it, and then it just smacks you and it's, okay, I get it. I got it. It's clear as day. I already knew it in my case, but yeah. In your case, I believe it's kind of going to be the same thing, Libras. Eyes open. Eyes open. Something's meddling in something that's extremely important for you. Yes. In a choice specifically. You're at a crossroads. You're about to make an important change in your life here. And there's a forceful meddling with both a wand and a sword. Whereas a decision seems to almost be imposed upon you or is being made for you. So this you're left without a choice whatsoever. Other than, keep on going on your own way. But yeah, an option or a choice is presented to you. And something is definitely interfering with your ability to navigate or explore this or make your own decision about it. Apparently someone is going to try and make it for you. Plenty of material things. Prosperity and abundance. Yeah, this is your bowl and somebody's going to just, yeah. For some reason, they don't want you to have it in order to keep you in the same state. So it's either someone who's has some interest in you not succeeding. I don't feel there's an actual something that they were hoping to obtain or them getting this bowl. It's just in keeping you in a state of lack. It's in their interest. It's a very personal thing. They need you to be in a state of lack. You usually don't go, that's the spirit, you're going to witness it, no doubts about it. If I'm hit by it as well, you are going to have to go through it. At least some of you, we are in a spiritual family after all. It's in between new job, career, it's a key, it's a needle, finding a needle in the haystack, finding something that's obviously important, extremely important for you, was meant for you. It's like trying to come out of the desert and, deciding where you're going to go next. And yeah, the satisfaction, the crack up. Literally, someone just going to break it in front of you. Okay. So to keep you again in a state of lack, don't drink, right? Meddling, discord among friends and family. I'm sorry. A rat is a rat, remember. May you be protected on your path, and leaving you with that. Feel free to express yourself. Thank you for those who were vulnerable enough, and they honored me with coming back to share how they've conquered everything they have on their own, the shadow work and the painful stages they had to go through, and came back to tell me that they understood why they navigated towards me at the time, why it was hurtful. The guidance for them was right. And that later on, obviously, it unfolded within them. So their victory is theirs alone. The fact that they chose to share it with me is extremely important, because it reveals to me that, yeah, we're not doing this for nothing. It does, ultimately, for those who choose to, does serve them further down the road in manners that we have no control over, right? So I guess my advice here is the same thing, you know, release it. Don't go into any kind of a conflict, or just release it. You know, people are not pawns, they're not means through which us to test or validate our own worth, or right? So even in doing gestures of kindness and selflessness, and if we make it about us, then we may disregard that, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in a position whereas under the guises of doing good, we're actually harming someone. Some of us catch ourselves, but not everyone can. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So careful about being overly naive about people who propose themselves to be friends. They come to take, not give. And they will probably work on something transactional, hence why they will always be ready to propose that they have something to offer. And this has to do rather, again, amongst friends, so family, relatives, platonic connections, and so on. In other words, yes, at this point, the moment you're ready to move on to the next stage, as a super force that one is, once they rise from the depth, yeah, they'll smack you right back down. Very careful. It's going to be painful. You've got no other choice but to cut them out. And don't play the game of, you know, whatever it is that they think they're playing over there. Then again, in their eyes, they're also going to be victorious. And there's no fool like a losing victor. Many blessings. Shalom.